Hello everyone, it's Cribby E, and welcome to the channel. Trust that everybody's having a fantastic day and that you guys are in the best of health. Hey, this has been one traveling year for us. And when this year came in, 2024 came in banging. Our first destination was Rota, Spain. We went to Cadiz, had a good time in Spain, lovely time, beautiful weather. Then we went to Spain again. And then we ended up going to Portugal for a while. We're going to share all the videos and information with you. And I had to run to the States to take care of some business. Dreaded going, but I had to go take care of this business and had a crazy feeling when I got there. Things are in chaos. People are not friendly. People are on edge. People are barely paying their bills. You can just see it. And I was like, man, I need to get in here, get my business handled, and get out of here. Non-stop from Vegas to Heathrow. And from Heathrow back to Lisbon. Whole trip in a nutshell. Had met some interesting people, tell them about my journey. I love meeting people from all over the world. You talk to them, you tell them, they want to know how and why I ended up in Portugal. I told them by way of Vegas and the DR. Okay? Vegas to the DR to here. And traveling all over the place. I've been here for the last couple of years. I've been traveling more than I've been traveling in my whole life, me and my wife. From Italy to Greece. I mean, it's all over the place. France, Paris. Did it big. So it's just fun being able to travel. It's a beautiful thing to being able to live outside of the box. And I'm glad I took care of my business and got back here because things are crazy. The cost of living is out of this world. And I had a really weird feeling when I got back to the States because I haven't been back to the States since 2021. When I got back, I was looking around at people and they were looking strange. It's that you couldn't talk to people and say, hey, how's your day going? Have a good day. Because some people will actually snap at you because they got so much pressure on them now. From the cable bill, from the car note, from the interest rates, from the utility bills, from city, county, and government taxes, taxing them to death. And you can tell that they were short. Some people driving nice cars, some people driving not so nice cars. And it's just a lot. And I sense the tension. And even with people, how they respond to one another. I was actually afraid to talk to somebody unless they talk to me first. Now, with a veteran, we can always communicate. We can talk to one another. But some of the other people, oh my goodness. So the cost of living is still out of control in the United States. They always seem to paint a picture of how nice the city is until you get off the strip. All kind of stuff that is happening. And not just in Vegas, but all over the place. I mean, we got a lot of stuff going on right now. But it's always good to be in a nice place, a nice safe place, where you ain't got a lot of that stuff going on. But in this retirement perspective video, I just wanted to update you guys. You guys see what we've been up to. Like I said, still traveling, still doing this, still doing that, still packing, still unpacking, and everything in between, okay? People, like I said, in the stores, the prices are so high. And I've seen a few people in the stores. And even the Fridays, and on the weekends, those few people in the stores. And I was looking at something. The average cost of living in the U.S. is between $2,500 to $3,500. The average cost. But that's a lie because when I was working for the company I was working for, my monthly bills were close to $4,000. Now, I know now it's way over that. And they never want to give you the right numbers, even the job report, because they don't want you to panic. But they want to see you sit there and struggle, talking about coulda, shoulda, woulda, and watch you squirm. And taking your money while you pay government taxes and just throwing it out on research of turtles. It's crazy. And that's why people are leaving the United States and going to all different countries. I'm meeting them all over the place. They're going to Korea. They're going to Germany. They come here to Portugal, where I'm at. And they're getting out. They're still going to Dominican Republic, because once you're in Dominican Republic and you leave Florida coast, you're in the Caribbean. It's a beautiful place to be if you can get you a good spot. Florida is extremely expensive. So you want to do some research before you get there, because if you can't get nobody to insure your house, and then the person that you do, they end up charging you a house note, whatever insurance is going to cost them to insure you, then you're at the wrong place. So the weather to me is not all that great in Florida, because when it's nice, but when it ain't, Here come the storms. Same thing with people that live in Texas. All these things, you guys see what's going on. You see what's happening. And people are leaving from one city to another. But the small ones, the really nice ones, the wise ones, are coming over here. But they got homes outside the country because they know what the real deal is. Because they're not going to get the bargain that they get if they stayed in California, Beverly Hills, than they get in other countries. And there's still situations happening now. You can actually go to a house. You can buy a house for $1 in Italy. Now you got to fix it up. But at least some of them got roofs on them. That's better than being homeless, living in a tent out there in the street. That's something to think about. So I'm just looking at life and looking at it as a whole, and things are so different now. And I'm glad as a military veteran that saved my country, I can live in a country where I can have some peace. Morning, noon, and night. A Beverly Hills ambulance, no gunshots, nobody racing, drag racing up down the street. That's crazy. I walk to the market from my house, get my oranges, lettuce, tomatoes, fresh from the farm. Pennies on a dollar I pay for them. But also I got 3 little small grocery stores that I can walk to too. That's just economical. That's one another reason why I love living in the Dominican Republic, because they got the markets. You can go and the guy will come by with a cart with some tomatoes and apples and oranges and bananas and avocados. That's huge. I love that when I'm living there. But when you go to the States, you get a small avocado and they want you to pay, what, $3-4 for it? And sometimes more than that. So I was glad to be away from a place that would tax you to death and still expect you to meet all your qualifications, all the bills that a lot of people have these days. It's just crazy. But I'm living life good, guys. And like I said before in a prior video, overseas in Europe is not for a lot of people. But if you can transition and you can get in where you can fit in and get you a nice spot, you will love it to death. And that's the people that we've encouraged and we've coached them and counseled them to move to the Dominican Republic. And they're still there, loving every minute of it, because it's a whole lot better. I would say 50% better, or probably more than that, than living in the United States. So you watch what people are doing. Go on YouTube sometime and see what people are doing. People are leaving like crazy, especially during this election season. We don't know what's going to happen next. But it's up to you. Travel and adventure is not for everybody. It's only for the ones that want to be trailblazers, like me and Tina. So, in the meantime, between the time, always remember that life to be enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscription, notification, and thumbs up. And we'll see you on the next video. And may you stay safe at all times.